with a guaranteed prize pool of 2,300 euros. So that's quite a lot. There are 75 players, so that means we are going to have 7 rounds of standard, of Swiss, followed by a top 8. And our players are competing for a playset of premium Teferi Hero of Dominaria, some awesome accessories from our sponsors, Ultimate Guard, Magic Card Market, Okie Dokie Dice, SPC, Świat Kawy i Herbaty, many, many more. So, yeah, this standard format has been really exciting. There are a lot of new strategies emerging. What do you think about it?
Well, I love it. I love it. I think the standard is amazing right now. And I played a lot on the arena and watched a lot of pro gamers play, and I really think it's great. And it's evolving so fast, you know?
Yes, you cannot be sure what's going to happen week by week, and you never know how to prepare for a tournament,
Yeah.
which is really a lot of fun is in this guesswork.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I have like nerd chills. I mean, if I think about it, when I think about it, it was like, you know, Esper midrange is the boss, and then the people started going bigger and bigger, and it like quickly consumed it. Actually, I'm not sure that it's that great, but I'm sure people will still come with it, and probably will maybe switch some parts.
all right, we are about ready. So we are going to see the first match between Christoph Hacker
Yeah. Let's get the Nicol Bolas and Nissa and some. Do you have a land and a command the Dreadhorde to
Yep.
completely destroy me?
Because both players are are using this powerful sorcery
Yeah.
that lets you get things back from graveyard at a pretty steep cost. But you know, when you get to put in like 20 mana worth of stuff for just 6 mana on the battlefield, then you don't see that as a major drawback.
That is true. Especially when this, 15 mana is Nicol Bolas, Nissa, and, Teferi. Those are good cards.
Mm-hmm.
So this game is kind of even. They're like trading blows really well. Second Nissa is great because he gets to take out the Liliana with who, well, she's great.
Mhm.
We've seen it in the trailer. Like
Yep.
she's destroying, man.
Yes. Okay, so now we are utilizing the passive line of text on Nissa, who shakes the world. So whenever a forest is tapped for
Yep.
mana, it produces an additional green. So that way, Mariusz was able to deploy that Wildgrowth Walker after attacking with the animated Overgrown Tomb. So, what can you do? What can you do when you're in Kristoff's seat?
I
Well,
think Commanded Dreadhorde is the
Commanded
first-
Dreadhorde is a pretty enticing.
But I'm pretty sure he didn't have it because that would be a slam dunk the turn before. So. Oh,
I think he's fishing
yeah.
for something bigger. So
No,
perhaps
it looks like he
yeah,
has it.
he
right?
has it. Yeah, but I was thinking that he perhaps was trying to get even more value from it.
Well, right now there's a lot of value.
Yeah, he could.
I would go for 18 life worth of Planeswalkers probably right here.
Perhaps. So let's see. There we go. That's 6.
Yep.
That's 11.
That's 14. Oh no. Oh, he can get some life back with this and Branchwalker, which he will do.
13. 15.
Wow.
So interestingly, he could have
yeah.
sacrificed his Veraska, destroy the Branchwalker from Mariusz, and
get it
then
back.
get even more life. But
that would be. Maybe it would take too much life. I would
Perhaps.
actually. I'm not sure if the lives are correct, but taking a small Teferi and bouncing a land is also good
Mhm.
because the land basically gets destroyed, kind of.
Yep. But now he can minus Liliana as well. That way he will, unfortunately, take out
Right.
his creatures as well. But he will
he'll
draw 2
be
cards for
cool
that.
with that, I think.
Yes.
The world is his oyster, I would say right now. Yes, she has this girl has to die first. Now everything else. I mean, you can see how swingy this is. Like 30 seconds ago we were like, yeah, Mariusz,
It's pretty much ahead.
yeah, he has a great lead there.
But now, if he has a land to follow this up, together with Commanded Dreadhorde, then the situation will switch around once again.
yeah.
So
That's a quick
let's
land.
see what happens.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
there it is.
Yeah, the timing on the land play was like, yeah, you
Mhm.
have it.
Yeah, you got it. So let's see. That's 2 mana. That's 4 mana.
And this matchup is so taxing on the players and on the
Mhm.
casters too. There's just so much going every turn. Like
6, 11.
Yep.
Let's see how much more he decides to pay.
oh, he will decide to pay. Though small Teferi is
Yep.
very small value right now. Pretty sure he wants Nissa. He'll get 6 life back here. Oh no, those are 2 wild growths, so it's 6 life. Yeah.
He interestingly goes for the Teferi.
Yeah.
He could decide to bounce the Branchwalker to the owner's hand.
Mm-hmm.
But who is the owner of the Branchwalker?
Yeah, that's a good question. That would be a fine line because he will also get to untap 1 forest, which would give him 2 mana and he could replay it for
Yes.
extra 6 life. But I think what is more important now, he is gonna slay some planeswalkers.
Mhm.
That's it. I think he's gonna make another. Oh man, yeah, it's great.
So let's see what happens now with the newly animated planeswalkers. Nissa is going to put 3 counters on the land, on the forest, this time.
Yeah.
I imagine that forest is gonna go frisky. What do you go after here? Nicol Bolas or Liliana?
Yeah, between those two, I suppose. Yeah.
But which one?
I'm not sure, man.
I would go for Liliana, I think, because you have so many permanents, you can actually exile one of them. Or even a card from hand. You don't really care about what Nicol Bolas
Yeah.
does.
I don't know. I would actually go for Nicol Bolas myself.
Okay.
But
And
the
Mariusz agrees with you.
difference is very small.
Mhm.
We also have like a small Teferi which can bounce the zombie, so Liliana actually doesn't do anything for
Mhm.
maybe for a turn cycle or two. And Nicol Bolas is strong, man. Like
It is.
also, we should. I didn't even get there, but Nicol Bolas can use every single ability of every planeswalker. So when he sticks around, maybe he can find something cool that we don't see.
Most notably, it only can activate the loyalty
Yeah,
abilities.
yeah.
It doesn't get the passives. If
Yeah.
it did, it would be kind of crazy.
But now when I think it's clearly Nicol Bolas because Liliana is really not a big deal,
Mhm.
and Nicol Bolas at least draws you a card or destroys a. Oh, he
Mhm.
could not destroy because he only had one loyalty
Yep.
there.
So what is the play now? We
Na-
saw big swings
Yeah.
turn after turn.
Yeah. Christoph's hand is nice, but this he has like Tamio, so he could rebuy the command the Dreadhor.
Mhm.
The problem is he doesn't have that much time. Right now, Mariusz is producing so much value every turn. Like he needs to figure something out and quick, you know.
Yeah, he's at 9 life and staring down a small army
Oh yeah,
that can
and
get bigger.
oh they
And
will.
it will get bigger because of Nissa, because of the potential bounce of Branchwalker, because I believe it's Mariusz's Branchwalker, just
Yeah,
judging
yeah.
by the sleeve.
I didn't quite see Mariusz hand, but we need to remember that he has Nissa on board, so he has access to a lot of mana, and I at least saw a hostage taker there and probably some more stuff. So
Mhm.
you know, it does not look like his next turn. he's
Imagine a
gon-
Crassus for 1,000,000.
Yeah, he's not gonna be slowing down. Oh yeah, right now we can point out a big difference between those lists. Mariusz has 4 Hydroid Crisis and 3 Commanded Dreadhorde, while Christoph is not running Crises, I believe.
But he
Eh.
does have Liliana, he does have Nicol Bolas.
Oh yeah, that's spicy.
It is a very spicy list. It's
Yes.
not the usual no white for color.
So it has red actually, so maybe
Mhm.
this is a 5-color Dreadhorde actually. Because
Oh
if
yeah, there is the fairy. Exactly.
Yep.
So it's
No, not the fairy. I think the red is the color that is missing from 4-color.
Yeah,
Usual.
I know. So this is actually 5 color. I was missing the
Mm.
white in
Oh,
Christop's
right.
list.
Right.
Both players deep in the tank.
So a lot of things changed here. We were
Teferi bounced one of the Branchwalkers back to owner's hand, which was Christoph. Who
Yep.
was Christoph? So
he killed Nissa and made a zombie.
yeah.
So I suppose that's it. So you can you can see how complicated it is. Like I don't even want to commit 100% of my brain power to
Mhm.
this because this is your brain can explode at some point. Like right now they're staring at each other with like 5 permanents, 6 walkers on table, and they all have abilities and statics.
But we are going to start with Teferi Time Raveler bouncing
That's pretty good.
the zombie, drawing J-Light Ranger that will grow Wild Growth Walker bigger due to explore triggers.
Sure.
I think that Llanowar Elf is going to eat the dust.
Yeah. Right now he's not the most powerful thing you
It
can
is
be
not.
doing.
It is not.
Yeah.
And
And it's a scoop, I believe.
yeah, I believe that Christoph decided that, yeah, that J-Light Ranger was enough. Too many Planeswalkers are going to die this turn. So let's move on to the sideboards. So
Yep.
what do we have for Christoph's side?
Well, let me see. I see 2 Elder Spell, I believe. Those are good.
Mm-hmm.
Really
They're
good.
bound to be.
That's the best card in the world right now. Then and there's maybe I can go each card. The first card on the Christoph Cyber's Ritual of Suit. That's interesting. I'm not sure that's coming in.
It might,
It
given
may.
how many
Funny thing is,
three CMC cards.
yeah, and
Yeah.
Christoph has Krasis actually, but I don't think. Sorry, Mariusz has Krasis,
Mhm.
but I don't think Christoph saw Krasis. Maybe in the
He did.
graveyard.
He did.
Okay.
There was a crisis for 4.
Yeah. So Ritual of Suit actually gets that too. Then there's Hostage Taker, which I also am not sure. I think it may be coming in.
It may be coming in because of
It's
the
good
interaction
against
with Krasis.
Yeah, yeah. So maybe that's coming in.
So let's explain that if Hostage Taker takes the Krasis hostage,
Yep.
the Krasis doesn't come back
Right.
if the Hostage Taker dies, because X is 0 then.
Sure. Yeah. So in that spot, Hostage Taker works like Chupacabra,
Mhm.
but you can play the Krasis if he doesn't take care of
Which
the
is extra
taker.
good.
Yeah. Then there's Vraska's Contempt. I'm pretty sure this is coming in. Finally, the 2 Elder Spells, I'm 100% sure coming in. Finally of Eternity. That's the black spell that destroys creatures. I am not sure if that's coming in. Kroll
Mhm.
Harpooner, also not sure. I'm pretty sure not.
Mhm.
Cast Down, also not. There's 3 Duress. I think those are coming in. Because there's a lot of walkers on the Command the Dreadhorde card. Then there's
Tybalt,
that's funny. I don't know.
it blocks the life gain, and there is a
Right.
lot of life gain
So
in
this is
the
actually a
Dreadhorde deck.
Yes.
It might be a spicy thing.
This is like a super tech for this maybe mirror
Mhm.
even. Yeah. This could be for the
It
mirror.
might be,
This
it might
is
be.
really smart.
Okay, and on the other side, and there is also Trashing Brontodon, that
Which-
will not come in,
Yeah.
definitely not. And on the other side, Mariusz is sporting 1 Assassin's Trophy, that might be good.
Yes.
Cry of the Carnarium kind of destroys the whole game plan because you want to buy those creatures back, but if you feel that you're going to be pressured by those Branch Walkers and Jade Light Rangers, then maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
There is 1 Unmoored Ego.
Oh, I would bet that's coming in.
I would bet that's a Mirror Hoser. If you resolve
Maybe.
that,
Yeah.
and you take away all those commanded Dreadhordes,
Yes.
then your opponent is bound to play this value-oriented game.
Yeah. His deck is no longer common. The Dreadhorde deck, it's like a
Pile.
5-color suit type.
It's a yeah, exactly. So there is Thrashing Brontodon,
Right.
2 Massacre Girl. Massacre Girl is impressive.
Yeah, but usually in those lists, those are in the main. They're there to help the red and white matchups, and I would guess those are sideboarded out actually. So I'm not sure if they're coming in, but I could be wrong here
Mhm.
because
So there are 3 Elder Spells.
Yeah.
Mariusz is pretty much preparing for a Planeswalker heavy meta. So yeah, we are going to see those.
Yep.
2 Cast Downs and 3 Duress. So those 3 Duress are going to come in.
Yeah.
And also, we got an
metagame.
analysis of the metagame.
well, can we get back to this in a minute because I have a very
Yeah, sure.
interesting point in those 2 lists.
Okay.
Because there's so many elder spells, but those lists have these big planeswalkers that can ultimate. So that this mirror game is gonna play on this axis where they try to, like a Splinter Twin combo.
Mhm.
Like there's many walkers. Play like Nicol
Liliana
Bolas,
or Nicol Bolas.
boom elder
I win.
spell. Yes, I win. So that's gonna be something to, it's like a maze. They have to
Mhm.
be very vigilant about that or something. So yeah, we can get the meta game. I'm super interested in. So
Okay, so there are a lot of archetypes present. So we've got 4 Jeskai Super Friends.
how many
lists.
decks do we have? That's interesting.
Yeah, we got 75 decks. So
75 decks, right?
yep. So we've got 4 Jeskai Super Friends, 6 Esper Hero, 6 Grixis
Oh no, that's
Control.
5, right?
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, I don't. That looks like 5. 5 the things.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ah, okay. So 6, right?
Yes, 6 Esper Hero, 6 Grixis Control, 12
Many.
mono red,
Many.
12 mono red decks,
That was to be
3
expected.
Esper Control decks, 5 blue black controls,
Right?
1 white black mid range, 1 feather
Yeah, that's a
feather
good deck.
Boros, I guess, a white weenie, 4 of them,
Mm.
4 Esper Super Friends, 1 Nexus, only 1 Nexus deck.
Yeah.
Because of the Teferi, I think it's in
Yeah,
a
it's not
significant
good time
downtick.
for this.
Yeah, 2 mono blue decks.
Oh,
It
interesting.
survives. And Commander Dreadhorde, there are 8 players who decided that's their archetype for today.
That's a great
6 Gruul decks. Blue, green, steel.
Yeah, that's a powerful thing running around
It
in
is.
the arena.
Blue, green, proliferate.
I'm pretty sure that's my friend Schulbor. He always
Okay.
comes. He's a funny. He comes with the spicy brews and sometimes wins. Oh, we started, by the way.
That is a meme deck, I would say. Blue,
Yeah,
red,
but he comes with those and sometimes wins.
Yeah, I know, because nobody knows how to play around them. 2 blue, red, Phoenix.
Yep.
Mardu Knights,
Yep.
which was the star of our show 2 months ago.
Okay. Oh, all right.
1 Bant mid-range and 1 Sultai mid-range.
All right.
Okay, so let's go back to our game. So
Yeah, I would love to come back to the meta game of this tournament later
Mhm.
with the decks. So I love to do that thing. I don't know. But yeah, our players started playing again.
So here we can see that Christoph has managed to stick a Paradise Druid on board and power out some Wild Growth Walkers and Branch Walkers, and that extra mana means that he's going to be a little bit faster on the board than
Mhm.
Mariusz. So he's a little bit on the back foot, but this 4/3 Jadelight Ranger is going to do some work blocking, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too worried about that.
Yeah, but that game is not about blocking or attacking. At least not
Not yet.
the main game. Yeah. Yeah. So Christoph was on the play, and he actually has a ramp spell in the druid.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. So he's contemplating just a creature. So he actually has this plan in his mind that he's gonna be attacking here.
Yes, he's the beatdown this time. Mariusz decides to trade Branch Walkers.
Oh yeah.
Not surprising, you actually do want them in your graveyard.
Yeah, those are coming back.
Yeah,
at some
eventually.
point.
Eventually they are. Let's see what's the follow-up. 4 mana. Actually, that's a tapped Watery Grave, so no play on turn 3.
Yeah.
That might mean some instant speed play, or
Also, he doesn't have white, so
Yeah.
maybe that's a problem.
that might be a problem.
Yes.
Exactly. I saw an Assassin's Trophy in Mariusz's hand. Oh, that's a Krasis for
It's a 3/3
3,
crisis.
yeah.
Draw
So
one.
draw 1, gain a life. It's a pretty good blocker for that Paradise Druid, because
And for the Wild Growth Walker as
the
well.
Walker might grow,
Yeah,
but
that's what they
Paradise
do.
Druid won't.
Well, I
And
see
there is
Bolas
another another Crisis and an Assassin's Trophy in Mariusz's hand. So
So-
he's got the answers. Now it's about what questions Christoph wants to ask.
Yeah, I don't think it's about the crisis at all, unless he wants to keep attacking. So, but yeah, his life total is completely safe, and his hand is actually 2 Elder Spells and a Bolas, which he could play this turn, I believe, because he. No, maybe he couldn't.
He
He
not.
couldn't because Temple
Yeah.
Garden doesn't produce the mana. Yeah.
Yes. So Hydroid Crisis gets
Oh yeah,
a
this
friend of a
one's-
bigger variety that will draw 2 cards.
This is the variety you like because it gets you an extra card. So.
Yep.
So now that becomes a slight problem, and he will.
Decide to Assassin's Trophy, which should be a straight up.
It could be, yeah.
It could be a straight up just destroy creature.
Oh, no.
There are
He
actually
runs
4
forests.
forests.
Because he runs the Nissus. His deck is.
Oh yeah.
I think it's just a Sultai. He doesn't
Might
run
be.
more colors, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wrong. Like he doesn't even need white. If we look at the list, he
Mhm.
doesn't run that. You know.
Yeah.
He just runs Sultai with Krasis, Forest, and Nissus, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, like he needed to kill one Krasis. 7 damage on board was too much for him.
Mhm. Assassin's Trophy is an interesting example of how the players adjust to the metagame.
Yeah.
So many people have been running no basics dot
Yeah,
deck.
yeah. This card is
that
great right
this
now.
card is great. Yes. There is this Japanese green-black Ponza deck running around,
Right.
and
I actually playtested that, but run into 2 mono red and 1 mono blue. So you know, all this land destruction was like, hey, that doesn't do anything.
yeah. But against other mid-range decks,
Oh
it
yeah.
shines.
Oh
it
yeah,
shines.
like many decks just don't have basics at all. And if you can for 2 mana starts, you
Field
know,
of Ruining, Assassin's
man.
Trophying, it's awesome.
it's great. Yes.
It's not great to play against, but
Mm-hmm.
let's see what Christoph is preparing. And it's a Nicol Bolas.
So I don't know if he probably can. Yeah. Black. I'm not sure what
I'm not sure
that
where
land is.
red.
The second
Where
land
is red coming from?
could be coming from Paradise Druid, right?
Yes, but there was black. Oh, that might be an Overrun Tomb. Okay, but either way, Assassin's Trophy is going to take care of it.
Yeah.
So now it's in the graveyard.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter.
Free for Mariusz to reanimate with Commanded Dreadhorde if he has it. Oh, right on time. He actually drew it, but decides not to do it just yet. It's a very interesting thing that it's a race to the Dreadhorde, because after you are done with it, then the other player doesn't
Yeah.
have much to...
You know what? It's interesting, but right now, actually, I think Christoph, he kind of hopes. Well, I'm not sure that's true, but he doesn't mind the Dreadhorde or Walkers. He has 2 Elder Spells in hand, you know. So, but he doesn't have like the finishing piece in the way of Planeswalker that he can get to ulti. So right now he has like 2 dead cards. I mean, not dead cards, but he'll just probably use it as a removal on Vraska.
I think Mariusz has one of Elder Spells as well in his hand, so
Right.
perhaps he can go for the plan that you were talking about.
Oh yeah, he could do that, but he doesn't have like creatures to punch through with the ulti of Vraska.
Yeah, but he could reanimate Nicol Bolas and some other Planeswalkers,
Right?
get the counters on Nicol Bolas, and then just
Right.
use the
Yep.
ult.
Yep.
He does have enough mana, so if he's confident that there is no counterplay, then he could go for the win right here.
Yeah, they're both
If he
going
has
for
both.
win rate.
Yeah, if he has enough lands for that, I think it's...
Oh yeah, they both have a lot of mana, just not... Oh, he has Commanded Dreadhorde. I think I saw it in his hand.
yes, he does.
So there's a lot of planning on him right now. Boom.
There we go.
Let's
Command the
do this.
Dreadhorde.
So I think he'll take that Bolas there. Oh yeah, give it to me.
So there's a Bolas, there's
Taker
a
is good too.
Hostage Taker,
I think
nice.
that's 11 right now.
So goes for only...
Yeah. He didn't take
9.
a Branch Walker, right?
So Hostage Taker
That's pretty good too, right?
steals the Wild Growth Walker. Immediately plays it. Now let's put some loyalty counters on Nicol Bolas and see what he decides to do with it. I would imagine you just go for the hand.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, there are no great tournaments right now. It's true. Oh, the Vraska is at 9, you know.
At 10,
All right.
it can alt next turn.
Oh, yeah. At 9, it can. I think it's -9, right?
Yes, it's -9. So now Christoph will, I think, try to fire off one of these Elder Spells. Which he will succeed, of course.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have much choice. But you know, look at this game. Like, if he just drew like Nicol Bolas, right? He could just play it and boom,
I win.
I win or something. Or like a land Liliana, it's also like brutal.
The Jade Light Ranger will join the board, send the Branch Walker to the graveyard. There is a Commanded Dreadhorde, so
yeah.
the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking.
The clock is 1 turn, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's coming, bro.
And Mariusz decides, yeah, that's enough. I
He
can't do it.
He just knows that the Dreadhorde's come. I mean, maybe it's premature, but you know.
It might be. It might be. But there are some considerations about time, of course. These matches do tend to take pretty long because there are just
Like,
drawn out back and forth, and we have only 15 minutes left to...
and it is interesting because from my perspective, that these are like normal-paced, quick games, kind of, and they only have like 15 minutes left. So.
Do we play 6 rounds or 7 rounds? I think we should play 7 rounds because of 75 players.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
We'll see.
Probably 7, right?
But yeah, a draw at the beginning of a tournament would not be an ideal.
Yeah, draws are bad for players. That's true.
So the players not changing anything in their sideboard configuration, I think.
Yeah, that is
They're
possible.
pretty happy with what they get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like if they were changing, that would mean they, have a different
Hmm.
cards for play and draw, and well, that's a detailed change. Yeah, he's gonna check it and.
Hmm. So now we've got the clarification. We've got 7 rounds today. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
So in the meantime, while our players are shuffling up, let's remind you that we are here today to celebrate Magic, and tomorrow we are going to play the Mythic Championship qualifier.
The big tournament.
The big tournament, yes. Our players are going to battle it out for an invitation to Barcelona Mythic Championship in modern format.
Cool.
But we are going to play standard tomorrow as well. There will be
Mm.
even more people, and we think that even 8 rounds of standard. And this all is possible thanks to our sponsors. So a big, big thank you to Ultimate Guard, Okie Dokie Dice, Magic Card Market, SPC, Hroom.com, Hobbita.eu, Świat Kawy i Herbaty, and Psychotalk.pl, and of course MTG Spot, the best singles shop in Poland, the biggest single shop in Poland.
Yep.
So if you need any cards, visit them. If you need any Japanese planeswalkers, they have them.
Oh, you can also come to Paprikash, and
You can also
MTG
come to
Spot
Paprikash.
visits you
Yes.
with cards.
All right. So a big thank you to all the people who decided to help us with this event. And our players are about ready, so we hope that they manage to finish the game in time.
Oh yeah, 12 minutes, not a lot for that.
It's not a lot
that
for
deck.
this deck. It's not a...
And I don't think like a post-board configuration speeds it up. Like,
No,
you know,
it
I
doesn't.
don't think so.
It just makes it even more grindy.
Yep. Because it needs to go for like 8, 9, 10, 11 turns so that
Mhm.
the elder spells can go, crazy. Or, I don't know. Maybe it speeds it up when you can like elder spell to ulti and see ya.
And then imagine playing this deck for like 15 rounds of a GP.
Yeah. Yeah, the deck is it's not that bad because when you don't get that matchup, the
Mhm.
mirror, you usually are either lose or win
Yeah.
big, and it's quite simple. But the mirror is so grindy. So we see a mulligan, I think, from Christoph,
Mario seems to be happy with his 7.
and happy that his opponent is mulliganing probably.
Yes, you don't want to mulligan on the play. Mulliganing on the draw is still, it still hurts, always hurts, but not so bad.
Right.
There are lands, there is a Wild Growth Walker. Let's see what else do we get. I think that's keepable,
Yep.
and Christoph agrees.
Oh,
Oh, okay. So there is a 5-minute time extension because we started a
Yeah.
little bit late. So
17 minutes is
17 minutes should be
legit.
enough, yeah.
with turns. So
Yeah. So Mariusz gets on the board first with a Branch Walker. Explorer shows Command the Dread Horde. Ooh, he decides to keep it.
this is
Okay.
always very interesting when the Explorer hits, and based on the our opponent's decision when they're resolving an Explorer, you can make some really good.
Assumptions on the other hand.
Yeah, he shows you a commanded red one, he keeps it, so
Mhm.
okay, he has lands, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Even more creatures hitting the
yeah, see?
battlefield.
So you have
Mhm.
another Explorer, and you can combine those informations. He's telling you like, hey, I have some lands. I have like a tempo creatures. I don't need more of those. Maybe I want some engines,
Mhm.
like walkers or interactive powerful spells or the commanded red horde as he already shown us.
So Christoph should be at 17 right now after the Branch Walker attack. We will get the life totals updated in a second. Is that a Woodland Cemetery? Yes, that is. So 4 mana. Vraska comes, deals with the
Yeah, but
with
she'll
the
die
Jade.
for it.
Of course. J-Light, so that's a trade. Cast down will kill the Paradise Druid, which lost its hexproof clause.
Yep.
And yeah,
Yeah. Also interesting. You can also assume maybe that he didn't have some four mana walkers from that because he chose to cast down. So which increases the chance of like a 5 mana walkers a little bit if there are any. Or
Duress will reveal a land of Command the Dreadhorde, Nissa in Assassin's Trophy.
yep.
What do you take here?
Oh man, it's tough. I think we lost the vision for a second. But
It's okay. I would take the Nissa. I would take the Nissa because it has the potential to come down next turn. The other cards you can,
they're also good, man.
they are also good. You can power through them.
But yeah.
Command the Dreadhorde, he doesn't have mana yet.
I don't
I mean,
know
the
which lands
graveyards-
Mariusz has, but Nissa could allow, playing in
Dreadhorde,
Nissa and,
yeah, and the
also
Dreadhorde.
Trophy. No.
Oh, it's
Also,
a trophy, yeah.
yeah, in the same turn. Which
Yep,
it's not
so-
that relevant now, but
Mhm.
you know what? There's an interesting thing going on. Christoph has 3 lands in play,
Mhm.
and he's running this greedy 5-color deck. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't have basics.
Mhm.
So if it were me, and if there were a possibility, I would consider firing that trophy, onto a land.
You know how many basics Christopher's running?
I'm pretty
Exactly 0.
sure. Yeah.
So yeah, that's an interesting idea.
That would be great, but we need to consider that he doesn't have that possibility because he would
Mhm.
need an exact forest land that can also produce black, which he doesn't
Mhm.
have, I think.
Yeah, not
unless
at the moment.
unless that land on the right is overgrown.
No,
too.
that's a woodland cemetery.
Yeah, so
So-
he can do that with those.
Mhm.
Oh, he must be super happy with that
Yeah.
Jade Light.
Revealing 2 lands.
Yep.
It's even
Yes, it's super
even
good.
better.
He loves that. But he's in trouble, like there's
Mhm.
a Nissa there. I mean, this White Dwarf Walker is holding the fort against those 3/3s, but the increased mana production and the constant, making 3/3s, it's not helping him for now. No. So he discarded that Dreadhorde there before on the
No,
door?
Nissa.
And
but
he got another one?
Yes,
Oh man.
off the top.
Oh, that's brutal.
It is.
That means he has the command, the Dreadhorde in hand, right?
Yes.
So he has access to playing
And
that.
Assassin's Trophy.
Yeah, it's
I
like-
think it's locked, but
No,
let's
no.
see.
I'm not sure because the Dreadhorde maybe is not that strong now.
So Mariusz is floating 1 black, I believe, and putting counters on this land that will untap it.
Right?
Now he will produce extra green. No, just regular
Oh,
green
yeah,
from
he's storming.
Yeah,
He's
storming off.
Yes.
So yeah, the trophy will eat the
Oh yeah.
the walker.
So he likes to pressure with the lands.
Yep.
He recognizes that hey, I'm pumping 3/3s
Mhm.
with vigilance and attacking you. That's like 2/3.
Those are still vigilant, I think.
Yes.
Oh, he is actually pumping out a crisis.
Okay.
No,
No.
the Dreadhorde.
He's pumping out the Dreadhorde.
Okay, that's even better, I think. And that's it. Christoph decides that all the Jade Lights and Walkers that are going to come
Alright.
are just too much, and that he doesn't have any way to catch up. So Mariusz Dawrychowski will take this game,
Yeah.
this match,
Yep.
2-1.
With a cleaner version of Commander Dreadhorde. The
Yes.
3-color one.
3 color is better than 5.
With
it
basics.
appears. Yes, basics are pretty valuable.
Yeah. When I was playing, I had this. I felt like this no crosses list is better in a
Mhm.
mirror, but maybe that's not the case. I didn't see like Assassin's trophies and stuff, and they're there now.
All right, so we are going to probably have a little chat with the winner of this round, and
Cool.
then we will come back to you with more Magic in round number 2. So stay around, and we will see each other in a couple of minutes.